So today we'll be going over the newly released Blight Dragon Elite raid, and I'll show you how I cleared it with a random group. Before you get started, you'll want to make sure to have each DPS go to a mark where they will stand in a line. This will help things go much smoother when the mechanic is triggered. Next, you'll want to make sure the tanks know where to stand, because if they don't position themselves correctly, then they might end up wiping the rest of the group during some of the phases later on in the raid. Last thing to note are for the talents, you'll want to equip the dimensional move one to help you get across the map quicker. When you see the notice here from Catherine, you'll want to start moving to the first beacon and protect it from the pyro mob that appears. You must kill this mob before it destroys the beacon, or else you'll need to restart. Next, you'll want to dodge some ground AoEs and slowly make your way to the other side for the next beacon and pyro mob. Once this is cleared, everyone on the team will have to go underneath the dragon's tail to prepare for the pushback from the boss. You'll now want to use a dimensional move skill here to get back quickly to the boss and out of the AoE area. Also make sure to dodge any tornadoes along the way, because they'll stun you for a second and slow you down, which you'll see I hit one of them at the end here. Just do some damage to the boss during this part, and when the notice shows up again, you'll want to start moving backwards for the third beacon. This is usually when my inscribed stone skill is available, and I would wait until the boss is in its vulnerable state to use it. You'll see that the damage done will be increased. The dragon will then get up, and you'll have to then break free the fire prisons to free all the beacons. Once you free the first beacon, a pyro mob will show up again where you'll need to kill it before it gets to the beacon.
Switch target.
Immediately after the pyro dies, all the DPS will need to get to their marks and into a line formation. It's important to note here that you must not move too early, or else it will fail, so make sure you stand still until the explosions go off. After that, there will be another pushback phase, so you'll need to go underneath the dragon's tail again. Here the tanks have to make sure that they position the dragon far enough so that there's space for all the DPS to stand outside of the AoE and break the second beacon. Make sure you don't go walking too far and into the lava, or else you could die in it. When the beacon is freed, kill the pyro mob quickly and start running towards the third beacon.
Switch target.
Same thing here, free it from the prison and kill the pyro mob afterwards. You should also notice in the background that the two healers receive the big circle AoE underneath each of them, where the elemental ashes will appear. They'll want to spread out a bit with each one standing behind the dragon's legs. They can't have anyone else standing inside of it as well. Kill both the elemental ashes as quickly as possible, and during this phase there will also be two fireballs that will be attached to random players. The goal is to collide them together to get rid of them. After that, the boss will be stunned again, and it's time to burst the boss down as quickly as possible. It's important to stay underneath the tail again, because when he gets up, there'll be another pushback. Same thing, get to the boss and dodge the tornadoes as quickly as possible to continue the DPS. If the boss hasn't died yet, then I'll run the mechanics over again, starting with the elemental ashes.
Switch target.
Then the flaming bomb.
Heal up in time. Dodge.
And then the 2 fireballs. It got a bit hectic there at the end with lots of people dying, but we clutched it in the end. Hope this was helpful and subscribe for more future videos. Thanks for watching.